If you're over 50 or 65 plus and feel like your metabolism has slowed down, your belly fat won't budge, and your energy crashes in the afternoon, this video is for you. As we age, insulin becomes the main hormone controlling whether you burn fat or store it. After menopause and andropause, muscle mass drops, insulin resistance rises, and fat storage increases, especially around the abdomen. But here's the good news. You can retrain your metabolism. Today, I'm giving you 20 keto foods that help lower insulin, support muscle, protect your brain, and turn fat burning back on even after 50 or 65. Let's break it down. Do you ever look in the mirror and feel like your body has betrayed you? That no matter how carefully you eat or how much you move, the weight keeps creeping up, your energy crashes in the afternoon, and your muscles feel weaker than ever. If you're over 50 or even 65, you're not imagining it. You are living the silent epidemic of aging. Insulin resistance. Insulin, that tiny hormone your pancreas releases in response to food, is the key to everything. It decides whether your body burns fat or stores it. And after 50, for millions of men and women, insulin stops being your friend. Instead, it becomes the gatekeeper that locks fat away in stubborn places around your belly, your hips, and even inside your organs. You see, as we age, our muscle mass declines, our sex hormones shift, and our cells become less sensitive to insulin. Blood sugar spikes higher, lingers longer, and every bite of carbohydrate, even the healthy ones, triggers a cascade of fattering signals. The shocking truth is that by the time most people hit 50, their bodies are primed to store fat and resist burning it. But here's the thing no one tells you. You can reset this system. You can flip the switch that turns fat burning back on. And the secret doesn't lie in eating less, in grueling workouts, or in starving yourself. It lies in controlling insulin with food. Let me explain. Science has shown that after menopause in women and after the natural decline of testosterone in men, insulin becomes the single most influential hormone in determining whether your body can burn fat. A study published in Diabetes Care found that insulin resistance increases significantly after age 50. Even in people with normal weight, muscle tissue becomes less able to absorb glucose, and the pancreas overcompensates by producing more insulin. The result: fat storage skyrockets, energy plummets, and your risk of type 2 diabetes climbs. But the body is incredibly adaptable. Your metabolism is not a prison sentence, it is a system, and systems respond to signals. And the signal that controls fat burning most powerfully is what you eat. When you feed your body the right foods, you lower insulin naturally, you reduce inflammation, you stabilize blood sugar, and you turn your body into a fat-burning machine. Once again, let's talk about the foods that do this. Imagine a plate where every bite is a metabolic trigger designed to tell your body burn fat, preserve muscle, protect the brain. Eggs, pasture-raised and rich in choline, support muscle preservation and cognitive function. Wild-caught salmon floods your system with omega-3 fats that reduce inflammation and improve insulin sensitivity. Grass-fed beef gives your body the iron, zinc, and B12 it needs to maintain energy and prevent age-related decline. Sardines deliver calcium and vitamin D, supporting your bones while keeping insulin in check. Avocados provide potassium and monounsaturated fats, stabilizing blood sugar in ways few people ever realize. And it doesn't stop there. Extra virgin olive oil, leafy greens, cruciferous vegetables, full-fat Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, macadamia nuts, chia and flax seeds, bone broth, chicken thighs, mushrooms, butter, ghee, coconut oil, dark chocolate, fermented foods. Each of these has a role. Every single bite can shift your hormonal environment, sending a powerful message to your body. You are allowed to burn fat. You are allowed to feel energetic. You are allowed to reclaim vitality. You might think this sounds too simple, too good to be true, but science is on our side. Research published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism shows that low-carb, higher-fat diets significantly reduce insulin levels and improve metabolic flexibility in adults over 50. Other studies show that omega-3 fatty acids from fish improve insulin sensitivity in aging adults, and that high-quality protein preserves lean muscle mass even in later decades of life. Every food I just mentioned is backed by data carefully chosen because it helps your body restore its natural fat-burning ability. Now imagine structuring your day around these foods. In the morning, 2 or 3 eggs cooked in butter, half an avocado, maybe a handful of nuts. By lunchtime, a wild-caught salmon fillet with a generous salad drizzled with olive oil. Afternoon snack, a small serving of full-fat Greek yogurt with chia seeds. Dinner could be grass-fed beef with roasted cruciferous vegetables and a splash of ghee. Optional bone broth in the evening nourishes your joints, gut, and immune system. This is not deprivation. This is strategic nourishment designed to lower insulin and maximize fat burning. And the results are astonishing. People report energy that lasts all day. Belly fat begins to shrink. Afternoon crashes disappear. Muscle strength stabilizes. Blood sugar readings improve. Even brain clarity returns. You feel decades younger. Not because you're fighting age, but because you're restoring balance. What's even more shocking is how quickly your body responds. Studies in older adults following a ketogenic or low-carb, high-fat diet show improvements in insulin sensitivity within just a few weeks. One trial published in Nutrition and Metabolism found that adults over 60 experienced significant fat loss and better glucose control simply by eating a diet rich in protein, healthy fats, and low-carb vegetables, the very foods I just outlined. But here's the emotional truth. Most people never learn this. They are told to just eat less and move more as if willpower alone could overcome decades of hormonal changes. They struggle, get frustrated, and blame their bodies. But your body is not the problem. The system is, and systems can be reset. Every bite you take after 50 can be a choice to feed fat or a choice to burn it, a choice to spike insulin or to stabilize it, a choice to age faster or to reclaim metabolic youth. The foods I've described are not fads. They are signals, powerful, precise signals that tell your body you can burn fat, you can regain energy, you can thrive again. If you are over 50 or 65, this is your turning point. You don't need to run longer, lift heavier, or deprive yourself. You need to eat smarter. You need to respect your body's hormonal reality. You need to feed it what science shows will restore its natural balance. Insulin is not your enemy, it's your control switch. And by understanding it, by giving your body the right foods, you can flip it back to fat burning, energy, and health. The next time you look in the mirror and see what you think is age catching up, remember this. Your body is not broken. It's just out of sync. And with every meal you choose, every food you put on your plate, you have the power to bring it back into harmony. After 50, after 65, you are not too old to burn fat. You are not too old to have energy, clarity, and strength. You are not too old to take control of your metabolism. The insulin switch is in your hands, and every bite you eat can turn it back on. Have you ever wondered why, after 50, your body seems to betray you? Why the weight creeps in places it never did before? Why your energy crashes mid-afternoon? Why your strength seems to evaporate almost overnight? It's not your imagination. It's not a lack of willpower. Your body has changed, and these changes are far deeper than the mirror can show. What changed after 50 is your hormones, your metabolism, your very cells. And the culprit, the hidden saboteur, is insulin. After decades of carrying you through life, your body starts to act differently. Muscle mass begins to decline, a process scientists call sarcopenia, sometimes as much as 3 to 5% per decade after 50. This isn't just about strength or aesthetics. Muscle is your body's metabolic engine. The less you have, the slower your metabolism runs, the harder it becomes to burn fat, and the more sensitive your body becomes to blood sugar spikes. And it's not just muscle. Hormones shift dramatically. In women, estrogen and progesterone drop, reshaping the way fat is stored, especially around the belly. In men, testosterone declines, leaving muscle weaker, fat more persistent, and energy levels lower than ever. These aren't small tweaks. These are seismic shifts in the body's balance. But insulin, that small, unassuming hormone, is the real orchestrator. It decides whether your body burns fat for energy or locks it away in storage. After 50, your cells respond to insulin more slowly, a condition called insulin resistance. The pancreas senses this and pumps out even more insulin, and your body ends up in a constant cycle of high insulin and stubborn fat storage. It's subtle, almost invisible, but over time it shapes your body, your energy, your health, and even your life expectancy. And here's the shocking part. Most people don't even realize it's happening. You may be eating the same way you always have, exercising the same, yet your weight increases, your belly thickens, and your energy fades. According to research in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, insulin resistance often begins in the 40s and accelerates after 50, silently setting the stage for type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and accelerated aging. Your body isn't failing. It's reacting exactly as biology designed it to, responding to decades of diet, lifestyle, and hormonal changes. Your blood sugar becomes a roller coaster. Every meal of rice, bread, or pasta sends it soaring. Your pancreas responds, releasing insulin to shuttle sugar into cells. But your muscle and liver don't respond as effectively anymore. Glucose lingers in your bloodstream. Insulin stays high. Fat is stored. Hunger returns faster than ever. Afternoon crashes, cravings, fatigue, all symptoms of a body overwhelmed by insulin. And yet, most of society teaches only one thing: eat less, move more. They don't teach you why the body stores fat differently after 50. They don't teach you about the hormonal upheaval that rewires your metabolism. But there is hope. The changes your body experiences after 50 are not permanent limitations. They are signals, cries for a different kind of fuel, a different way of eating and living that respects the new biology of your midlife body. Studies have shown that adults over 50 who adjust their diet to lower insulin levels experience dramatic improvements in fat loss, energy, and blood sugar control. A study published in Nutrition and Metabolism demonstrated that older adults following a low-carb, high-fat diet improved insulin sensitivity and lost body fat while preserving lean muscle. The evidence is clear. It's not about eating less. It's about eating smart in a way that tells your body, burn fat, preserve muscle, protect my brain, restore my energy. After 50, every meal is a choice. Do you feed insulin spikes or do you feed fat burning? The foods you eat become the switch that controls your metabolism. Protein becomes critical because it preserves muscle, which is your metabolic engine. Healthy fats stabilize blood sugar and prevent the roller coaster that triggers insulin spikes. Low-carb vegetables provide fiber and micronutrients that support your liver and cells in processing glucose efficiently. Fermented foods nurture the gut microbiome, which science shows directly influences insulin sensitivity and overall metabolic health. Every bite can either accelerate decline or restore vitality, and the consequences are not just cosmetic. High insulin, visceral fat accumulation, and muscle loss after 50 are linked to higher risks of diabetes, heart disease, cognitive decline, and even certain cancers. Research in diabetes care shows that insulin resistance in adults over 50 significantly predicts long-term cardiovascular events. That belly fat you see in the mirror is more than an inconvenience. It's a signal of inflammation and hormonal imbalance that quietly attacks your arteries, your heart, and your brain. And the scary truth, many people never see the connection until it's too late. But it doesn't have to be this way. The body can respond quickly to the right signals. Adults over 60 who adopt a targeted low-carb or ketogenic diet often experience lower insulin levels within weeks, improved blood sugar readings, reduced belly fat, and restored energy. Muscle loss slows, strength returns, and brain clarity improves. The metabolic decline many assume is inevitable after 50 is actually reversible if you know how to flip the switch. It's not just about food either. Movement matters, but it's movement that preserves muscle and stimulates insulin sensitivity, not endless cardio. Resistance training, even gentle strength exercises, can improve glucose uptake in muscles. Sleep, stress reduction, and proper hydration amplify the effects. But without controlling insulin through diet, these other strategies can only do so much. You can't outrun high insulin. You can't outreign decades of metabolic programming, but you can reset it. Imagine a day where every meal stabilizes your blood sugar instead of spiking it. Eggs and avocado for breakfast provide protein and healthy fats that keep insulin low and energy steady. Lunch of wild-caught salmon with leafy greens floods your system with omega-3s, antioxidants, and fiber. Dinner of grass-fed beef or chicken thighs with cruciferous vegetables nourishes muscle and supports detoxification. Snacks like macadamia nuts, chia seeds, or a small serving of full-fat Greek yogurt maintain satiety without triggering insulin spikes. Every bite becomes a deliberate choice, a signal to your body to burn fat, preserve strength, and restore metabolic youth. And the transformation is real. People over 50 report not just fat loss, but restored energy, mental clarity, improved sleep, and a sense of control they haven't felt in years. They describe a shift not just in their body, but in their confidence, their mood, and even their outlook on life. Because when your metabolism is working with you instead of against you, everything changes. The truth is simple and profound. After 50, your body is no longer the same and neither is your metabolism. But this is not a sentence to slow decline. It is an opportunity to feed your body the exact nutrients it needs to restore insulin sensitivity, protect your muscle, and reignite your fat-burning ability. Aging may be inevitable, but metabolic decline is optional. The science is clear, the foods are accessible, and the results are undeniable. So if you are over 50 or 65, know this: your body has changed. Yes, but you can change with it. Every meal, every food choice, every habit is a lever you can pull. You can flip the insulin switch, you can reclaim energy, strength, and vitality. You can turn back the clock on your metabolism. It's not magic, it's biology.